Welcome back to Out Loud, everyone. And we are now joined from Toronto by let's run down all of the accolades. So artist, producer, host, media magnet. There's so many things that we can say. We are now joined by El Heshem, Antoine Elhashem, and we're going to talk a little bit about that because your stage name is Elhashem, but you are Antoine Elhashem, and they're starting to kind of mesh together.
Hi, Kenny, and thank you for the show. Yes, when I first started, everybody said you need a stage name or come up with something. So I didn't want to come up with something that I don't feel related to. And my last name, although I'm Catholic and Lebanese, my last name traces to Hebrew, and in Hebrew it meant the God. And in a way, or the one. I think that's what translates to. And I kind of thought that that's a cool stage name, the one, but I mean, it's a over exaggerated. I'm not the one. But and then I started trying to separate the two identities on social media. So all my social media was in Hashem. But recently, I just realized that it's too intersectional for me between what I do, and I like being known as Antoine Hashem too. So I don't mind that if musically people know my real name as along with the name that I have on my music, El Hashem.
I think so many artists have gone down that road as well, where they've had, they first kind of get into it and they feel like, okay, well, I have to have that stage name, maybe they want something different, and they're trying to kind of keep their personal and their kind of professional a little bit separate. But you also have a completely separate professional identity as well, and we kind of I mentioned a few of them as we were kind of coming in, and you're no stranger to this podcast and to kind of what we do, and we've been talking for years. But over the course of time, you've gone from fledgling artist, dipping your feet into the pool, to performer, to creating a festival that kicked off last year at Toronto Pride, during Toronto Pride, and now hosting kind of like regular weekly or monthly kind of queer music shows. So like that whole world has gone like, I'm putting my feet into the water, to I am submerged and I'm doing backstrokes in the water. Um, at the same time, on your other side of things, because you do, as a media person, and you have inspired media, and you have the pink pages, and you have the pink plays, and you have Buzz magazine, you have so much kind of going on, and we talk about this all the time about how we both know that sometimes it's hard to keep our head above water. But it's been really interesting, and it's been really great to watch your trajectory, because everything that you have done, even business wise and as an artist, has been so firmly rooted in community. And it's not easy to say that about a lot of people, but I can look back on everything that you've done. And this project that we're going to talk about here in a second is a perfect example of how everything that you've done, everything that you put out there, has been with the community in mind.
I okay. I'll say what I always say. My whole journey in my whole life has been in one direction. I know that a lot of people end up getting different jobs and what have you, but I've always been very concentrated on what I wanted to do. First, I wanted to do media and marketing, and I came to Canada because I loved the whole idea of the industry of media and marketing, and I studied that. And then after I finished my study, I had the option to work for agencies and corporate and whatever, but I thought, and I say a story usually that ended up going down to Pride, and I ended up exiting the train station, and just to see all those beautiful, wonderful, colorful people all giving me hugs and happy Pride, happy Pride. Like, you know what? This is where I want to put my effort. So I always say everything that I've done since then has been called a love letter to that moment. So next day I walked into a queer publication and said, "Give me a job." And then I worked in queer media for a long time. And then I started my own media took on the Pink Pages, and as you say, launched Pink Play Mags and the Buzz magazine, launched the talk show On the Couch, recently launched the talk show The Queer Bunch that we could produce on with other artists. And then a few years ago, and it is crazy a bit what happened in the last 4 years musically. I've always loved music with such passion. I loved songs specifically. They tell beautiful stories, and they give us so much feels when we hear a song. And I come from a musical family in Lebanon. My aunts are very famous Lebanese singers, but I was told to get a real job, and but I loved it. My career in media was my outlet creatively, doing cover shoots and supervising editors and writing and all that sort of stuff. So I felt satisfied that way. But then COVID happened, and people were seeing me record music songs on social media, and somebody approached me and said, "You should record something." And then that was 4 years ago, and I started, like as you said, you dipped my feet a little bit, released a few covers, and then I ended up writing a song called "I Miss You, Mom," and everybody loved it. I was like, "Oh my God, I can actually write songs!" So, and then I haven't stopped. I wrote an EP, and I've been working on an album for the last year and a half, couple of years. That's part of the project we're going to be discussing parts of. But yeah, other than that, in the last 4 years was the opportunity. When you say the music festival, I realized that people are not going to be lining up to give me opportunities. There's very rare opportunities for queer artists. Even at Pride stages, we hear about the rarity of people being able to get accepted from applications, stuff like that. Because there's a lot of wonderful queer artists out there, and limited opportunities. So I wanted to create an opportunity, and that's where this festival or the monthly thing happened. But I also got to know you and to know the artists and talked with a lot of people more as an understanding of the industry and what we face here as a community as queer artists. And I thought, you know what? I don't want to just create the opportunity for myself. I want to create an opportunity for more than just me. So I lobbied Pride Toronto for a couple of years to give me a green light to create a music festival in kind of partnership with them. And last year we launched the Q Musical, and I had a partner join me, artist in Toronto, Sherry Sylvain, and she jumped on board because she thought that's what a great idea, and she understood the concept that we can find opportunities, and we produced that music festival, and then we ended up getting a gig at a restaurant, kind of dine and enjoy entertainment sort of evenings once a month that we invite other queer artists to join us. So that's another opportunity. And this year we are taking the Q Musical into one of the first ever in Canada 5-day music festival. I don't know what the lineup is going to be, but there's about 9 artists on every one of those 5 days and more. So that's a lot of opportunities. And we're talking to other regions in Toronto to try to see if we can create other festivals in different neighborhoods. So yeah, it's been crazy.
So that again, that's a lot. And it has been a short time because COVID, even though it feels like many, many moons ago, was not that long ago. So in the span of a few short years, you've not only launched your own career, but you're also launching opportunities in these stages to give other queer artists opportunities to be out there. And that's what I mean about you, everything that you do comes from community and making sure that you're connected to the community and that you're giving back to the community.
I love
And this
love
current project,
about the Inspire Awards, the annual celebration.
yeah,
Elevate the Rainbow. We're now doing a business event. You know what, Kenny? The thing is, I feel like I have the ability to do that because I have built a lot of goodwill and connections and beautiful relationships in the community. And if I don't do that, then even if sometimes it feels like I'm taking on a lot and it's very tiring, but I don't feel like I can stop because I don't want um otherwise who's gonna do it?
listen, I hear you. I know that's, and it's so funny because if you're listening to this, you can't see, but behind Antoine is a lovely sign that says Shady Queen. And it's such a juxtaposition to who you are as a person that you have that back there, that it's up on your wall. I think it's hysterical.
Behind
But
me.
this project that we're going to talk about here, that you have going on, again, we're talking about community and what you want to give back. It started a little bit ago because you had the single "We Are Dancing Together" and you put that and a video together to raise funds for
No, mixing. Okay, hold on.
oh,
We're dancing together. You're probably relaying the Save Love this December.
Save Love This December. That's what I meant to say. Yes.
The Save
Um,
December was something that the album was taking a while for me to develop and iron it out the way I wanted it to be. And then Save Love This December was a project that happened between all of that. Last September, I was looking at what's happening in the world, and I knew the holidays are coming up, and I was talking to Muslim and Jewish and Christian friends, and everybody was kind of not feeling how are we going to deal with the holidays? There's so much disconnect and there's so much happening and all that. And I kind of felt bummed out because I love Christmas. I'm like a big kid in Christmas. So I started writing Save Love this December. I mean, I can't go over the lyrics, but and in it, it's a very inclusive song that invites every faith and religion and person to kind of love each other and save love this December together. And then I called my producer and said, I'm going to drop a Christmas song. Like, there's no way, it's September. Go away, crazy. I said, watch me. So I called Black Casper, an artist that I don't know if he's been on your shows or not. I called Ilana Hart is the artist, my producer. I called other artist friends and I said, let's sing the song together. We ended up with 11 artists singing Save Love this December. And yes, we used it as a fundraiser. We partnered with Save the Children Canada. And we are still going to continue with it. That project is going to be ongoing. So we launched the first phase of it with one track and one dancier track. And next year we may do covers by the different artists singularly, or we may do a jazzy cover. So we hope to use to work with the song to continue raising funds every season for those who need it. So that's that.
and that's a perfect example of kind of like how that leads into your new project, which is around bullying and making sure that people have a voice, and talking about the things that people have encountered, that there's so much anger and frustration and hurt out there, but there's so many people who are also thriving even though they've experienced that. And that's the new song, which has been out for a bit. It's called Never Giving Up. But now the video is here. And it's quite an accomplishment, I will say. I think that sometimes people think that things aren't possible because they seem so far out of reach. All they need to do is talk to you, and they will see how like you will figure out a way to make it happen that it will never be out of reach.
Oh,
And this video, I think, is really going to resonate with so many people out there. Give us
thank
give us the snapshot of, I won't say exactly what people are seeing. I would tell me what your vision was for it
you.
and how it all kind of came about.
Okay. I wish I can do a quick snapshot, but it relates to the full album. So a couple of years ago, the same thing. I was hearing about a lot of things happening in the world and in the community, and I felt actually helpless. As a human being, I thought, well, you know what? We've been pushing for better world for so long, and we just seem to be spinning our wheels and going two steps backward. But what can I do as an artist? And I thought, you know what? I'm just going to create an album that it's called This Playlist Will Make You Feel Good, full of songs that are hopeful and encouraging and empowering that you can throw on after a difficult day or looking at the world or whatever, and hopefully it makes you feel good. Um, I did write the hook for Never Giving Up even before I started the album, I knew that I wanted to do this song, but that was because I was hearing about a lot of bullying in our community, and we've lost a few lives to bullying. And my sister was telling me about her kids and bullying in school and in on the neighborhood of their area. And I experienced a lot of bullying when I was a kid, including by my own father, who we're on a great term now, but it kind of took me back to that time, and I started writing the song, and yeah, that's never giving up. For the music video, I just wanted to create a balance of showing the reality of bullying with the hope of that we are able to gain, and feeling empowered that our bullies don't have the last word. We have the last word, um, and also a sense of forgiveness too for those who hurt us. And the song finishes with resilience is our superpower. And that was the message of the video, and the song is we're more powerful than we think we are. I leading to the video, and you were on one of the interviews. Thank you. Leading to the video, I asked a few people if they have encountered bullying, and we did some short interviews just to talk about that and show that there is room to move on after the experience.
Bullying, and as a topic, everybody thinks that bullying deals with children, and that is because it's one of the most prevalent things that we see. But it deals with, bullying happens to everybody, regardless of age and regardless of socioeconomic or background or heritage. It happens to everyone. And what's interesting about the video is that you put everyone in these white masks and these plain kind of mannequin masks, and which is a little haunting when you're watching it, but also at the same time it just kind of shows that it could be anybody can experience it. And I think that that is really going to connect with people and hopefully make them realize that, you know you don't have to be 12 years old. You can be 22, you can be 42, you can be 72, and bullying still can be something that you encounter.
Not concentrate on the video on the younger experiences of bullying, but more on everybody. And the masks are two things: are that we don't know who's encountering that. Also, we hide behind a lot of masks.
Mm.
Mask of pain, the mask of people who bully as well. I do believe that they have reasons for that, and these are the masks that we need to drop in order for us to be able to have those conversations and create a better world.
Well, I think it's really impactful, and the video it's very clean in the sense that it's got a great film quality to it. It's done very, very well, and I mean, yeah, this is not like any for folks. If you're out there and you're in music, you also know nobody's putting millions of dollars into their videos because they don't have it. If they have any extra cash, they're probably putting it into mixing and mastering. But to be able to create something that has a certain quality, it is possible. It is possible to do. Sure, it takes some time and effort and money, but it can be achieved. And I think it's really impactful the choices that you've made in the actual video. And I think it enhances the song really well.
Find yourself a really good director and partner who is crazy enough to listen to what you're trying to sell him to do. But yes, it took us months. We recorded this last summer, and we've been fiddling with it for like 9 months now. And on a very tiny budget, by the way. It's just we storyboarded it, and we knew what we were going in to do. We wrote almost every frame. So I think that's yeah. Thank you. I actually I do love the quality of it. I think it looks like a really expensive video for very little amount of money. But yeah, it's I think that would be what I would say is know exactly what the story you want to tell, draw it out, plan it properly. That's one way to create a video that's impactful with when we don't have the budgets. That's the reality.
Get yourself a director who's very creative and knows how to all the tips and tricks for sure.
James Forrester has directed the video is wonderful. I actually have artist Calissa on the video. I have drag artist Divine Miss Pope. So yeah, people chipped in from the community. Pride Toronto allowed me to film it at their offices in Toronto. Uh, Actually, we ended up having even as we ended up losing one of the characters on the day off, and somebody stood outside and started talking to people, and she ended up discovering this young lady who is an actress, and she just joined us on the shoot. She was part of the video out of nowhere. I loved her because she was just like her spirit of collaboration. She loved the idea that we were doing. So yeah, it was a good shoot, and yeah, I hope people feel good and empowered when they watch it.
I think they will, but we're going to take a listen to it right now because I think it's the perfect time to do that. So we're going to check it out and then come back with more with our conversation with Antoine Elhashem.
I experienced bullying.
I have experienced bullying both personally and professionally.
I experienced being bullied.
I experienced being bullied.
I've experienced homophobic and transphobic bullying.
I was bullied.
You've been pushed around, been dragged down, knocked to the ground. You're hurt bad, confused and mad. Say enough of that, yeah. So I'm gonna talk about that special light burns bright in our hearts. Yeah, I'm gonna talk about. Let's talk about our power. Let's talk about never giving up. Let's go, this is our finest hour. Let's shout it out, we're never giving, never giving up. 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 Phoenix awoken, you rise from the fire. Your bullies in your dust, you flourish, they tire. Not broken, but woken, now you've got the power. So I'm gonna talk about, let's talk about our power. Let's talk about never giving up. Let's go, this is our finest hour. Let's shout it out, we're never giving, never giving up. 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 وصغار بدنا حماية نكبر تعملنا الدنيا قوايا. احنا مش ضعاف، احنا مش ضحايا. راسنا مرفوع من اليوم للنهاية. Never giving up. Never giving up. Never giving up. Never giving up. Let's talk about our power. Let's talk about never giving up. Let's go, this is our finest hour. Let's shout it out, we're never giving, never giving. Let's talk about our power. Let's talk about never giving up. Let's go, this is our finest hour. Let's shout it out, we're never giving, never giving up. Let's shout it out, never giving up. Never giving up. Resilience is our superpower.
We are now back with Antoine Elhashem, and we are talking about the Bully project that you have going on. And there's the music video, but you've also been interviewing folks about their experiences and have been releasing some clips on social media about that. And is that a project that you see kind of continuing on? Is it encapsulated? How does this kind of
I would
how does it, flesh out amongst all the other things that you have going on?
I would love to talk to more people about their experiences. The people that I had on those interviews, there was I think 5 interviews, and then I turned the camera on myself and interviewed myself, which was actually kind of therapeutic and scary at the same time. But what do you call it? I would like to talk to more people because I just realized that there's so many stories out there, and a lot of people who were interviewed were happy to actually tell their story. It felt cleansing a little bit. So yeah, if anybody would like to reach out, I'm happy to talk to more people because I think if you see on the clips, and they're all on my YouTube, I titled it "The More We Talk, the More We Heal," and I believe in that. If we make it not a taboo conversation, and we all talk about it, I think people, and also I think people who may be inclined to act as bullies might realize that uh, there's a real human being behind those actions, who struggles with that. I know from some of the people who were interviewed sharing it on their social media. I've seen the comments, and I've seen people engaging with the appreciating that the person is able to tell their story and they learn from the story. So yeah.
I think that yeah, I think also, and kind of going back to something we were saying earlier, is about people realizing that it's not just about, what's put out there with kids. It is about your everyday life and what happens in it, and your home life and your work life even.
When you say to somebody on social media, no matter what age they are, that you're ugly, you're fat, you're whatever, we horrible things we say to each other on social media, that's bullying.
Mhm.
When you bring down your anger at somebody to their look or physical look or whatever, that's bullying. So yeah, and I love that in your interview, you said that you've encountered it professionally and personally, and yeah, I mean, there are bullies at our workplace, there are bullies on the street, there are bullies everywhere.
Intimidation is everywhere, and it does exist in the workplace.
We have a bully in the White House.
Hey, well, I don't even know that it's something even beyond bully. it's
Uh,
it's a monster all in its own category.
but yeah, so I think there's a lot of stories to be told, and there's a lot of lessons to learn from that. And yes, sadly, some people did not heal and move on from their experiences, but we have the ability, we have the strength to be able to do that. So
Well,
never never giving up.
with projects like this, it may be the difference for some people who can move on because they can connect with it. And actually, there's healing in recognizing things, I think, sometimes.
I also just to mention, and please support them. I wanted to extend my work on this project, and I'm luckily again I have my platforms in the media. So I partnered with Day of Pink and It Gets Better Canada, and worked with them on ad campaigns in all our publications to help further spread the conversation and help those organizations. And in the end of the music video, you see we advise everybody to try to support organizations in their area who work in that space. There's Split Flag Canada. There's a lot of organizations that do great work to protect young and old in our community. And whether you need resources, whether you need help, whether you just want to support them, there's fantastic organizations to look for.
That is very true. So the song and the music video are part of an album. There is an album in the works, and you kind of have led us to, told us a little bit, but let's get into that. Let's talk about what's happening in the world of Antoine with albums.
Okay, so the album is coming out late May. just before the festival and the summer gigs start. I'm gonna have a launch party as part of the festival. Actually, I'm gonna be launching the album on one of our stages, so it's very excited and scary at the same time. The event is called "Come Party in my House," which is alluding to my EP, which was called "Come Party in My House." And basically, I'm inviting all my artist friends who contributed to the album or I supported me throughout the journey to join me on stage for a house party. And they're going to perform. I'm going to perform the album. It's going to be a fantastic little party on stage. And hopefully, everybody who's in the audience will enjoy that. And yeah, so it's coming out. As far as we are working towards is May 29th is the album. This playlist will make you feel good. As I mentioned, it came out of being angry and feeling helpless, but I didn't want to put that out. I'm more about putting hope out. I'm very much um, um, my feet are in reality, but I believe that if we don't put hope out, then what's the point? It becomes very scary, and that's what I wanted to do with the album. So and I really like albums. I've been wanting to do an album. Again, my journey has been so short, so it was an EP and a couple of a number of singles. But I really love listening to an album. I love listening to a body of work that's connected. I'm already writing two albums already. So yeah, yeah. I'm gonna be in this for a while. But one of them is a romantic album, a whole story about two people who meet on a casual date, and throughout the songs, their love grows to basically getting proposed to, and that's the last song. I love stories. So with this play, makes you feel good. I started with "Make You Feel Good," which is a song that's perky and poppy. It's about it's I call it my Julie Andrews moment because I was inspired by my favorite things and it's about all the little cute things in life, and then we dive into a more dreamy look at life and nature called "Love Letter to Life," and then we are dancing together. What you mentioned. Which to me is the central message of the album. If we do all what I say on the album and we fall in love with life, then we can dream about a future world where we are all dancing together. Then I do an homage to What a Wonderful World. Then Never Giving Up. And I'm hoping that people listen to the album in order because it's the journey. So we can create this world if we stop the bullying and feel empowered with never giving up. And then there's a song called Soldiers of Love, and that's about us all coming together who believe in love and kindness and working together as towards a better future. We have a song that's an Arabic English hybrid that I'm doing it very traditionally Arabic, and I'm performing it with my friend Elana Hart, an artist. So we're adding some lyrics. It's a cover of an old Arabic song, but we're mixing it with English. Then we have one song called One Life to Live," and that's a very personal track about doing the best with your life. And then I close the album with a cover of "My Way." So we loving life, we can create a better future if we work together, and if in order to work together, we have to believe in ourselves and the individual.
This is the brain of Antoine Elhashem, right? Because you're mapping it all out, and I can see as you're kind of talking through it, you have this vision of how it needs to kind of roll out and how you want it to be presented. And do you ever, and I mean, this is a personal question too, do you ever get into your own head so much where you're kind of like, I just need to stop and just, because I know that you want things, you want it to be so good, and you a little bit of a perfectionist in there for sure. And do you ever get angry with yourself and get frustrated with yourself where you're like, I just need to stop?
I actually don't. That's a good question. I'm a dreamer. I have too much of an imagination. I love movies and a lot of I like storytelling. So I think that's kind of how I look at music. in a very visual way. And yeah, perfectionism, bleh, I can't say it, does not scare me.
No.
I I like to thrive for it. I like to fine tune things, and again, hopefully, it'll be an enjoyable journey for people when they listen to my stuff and enjoy the album. But yeah.
Maybe perfectionist isn't the right word. There is an innate sense of pride that you put into your work, into the things that you create. You have a lot of pride that goes into it. You take it incredibly seriously because you know that you're doing it for really great reasons. Yes, there's entertainment value that's in it as well, but you're also looking at how it can benefit others and be something better for people. And so I think this perfectionist maybe isn't the right way. I think it's that you're looking at it from a pride sense and from a real source of helping others. So I think there's a lot of maybe responsibility is the word. You put a lot of responsibility on your shoulders.
think it's a mix of everything. In my media and the shows that we present and the Inspire Awards, yes, I feel a sense of responsibility to the community. I want you to, I believe our community deserves the best, and I want to make sure that we are producing the best for us. In my music, the same thing. If somebody is going to take from their time to give me a moment or 50 minutes to listen to my songs, then I want to give them something that they'll enjoy, that's valuable. But I've always been like that. I when I was in college and when they would put me in groups, everybody used to run away because they knew I'd be sitting in studios or writing things till like 1 o'clock in the morning, and nobody wanted to team up with me because they knew I was going to drive them crazy. Because yeah, so I don't think perfectionism is a bad word, but yes, it's a combination of liking things perfect, liking things. I we are responsible for what we put out in the world. It's our legacies, it's our work, and there is definitely pride. I if I put out even a single issue of a magazine that I don't feel proud of, that would not sit well with me.
No, I can imagine. What so you've got an album, you've got the video out, you're working on these stage shows, you've got the magazines, you've got the awards. What is next beyond all of that?
The two albums that I'm working on. I don't know. Actually, for now, probably guiding all these things to okay, um, until all in the best shape. The festivals and growing them will be what I'm concentrating on before to my table. Oh, sorry, to my plate. Uh, yeah, definitely. I already have still a lot of things that I want to say and do, and maybe I don't know. Maybe one day I'm gonna write a book. Maybe one day I'm gonna start a cook show. I really want to start a cooking show where I break into songs. Because people on social media, they know me. I love posting about food and recipes and pictures of food, and I love being in the kitchen. That's my downtime. Watching a movie, being in the kitchen, meditation, bubble baths. I mean, those are the things that enable me to continue working this much. I do make sure, and I really advise everybody to no matter even if you are crazy as me and take on this much. And we talked about this before, and you said you give yourself me time.
Yeah.
Very important to block a me time in the day. That's when I don't like it. I don't like it if I'm this busy, but I haven't see if I'm out performing or I have a busy day and then out performing. Even if I come home at 1 o'clock in the morning, I will put on maybe Golden Girls for like an hour with just cuddling with my dog on the couch. That to me, you have to unwind from the day and you have to clear your mind in order to start again fresh and do all the work that we do for community. I'm not the only one. There's a million people. I'm actually surrounded by very hardworking people. So
You've amassed a team around you, not just within your work, but within the community that really rally to you. And I think it's a testament to the work that you've been doing within the community that you have such, invested people that are willing to kind of be there and and go on this incredible journey and all of the journeys that you're going on, because you just don't sit on one journey. You're like, here's my road, let's break it up into 10. We're going to go on 10 journeys all together now.
Why do you say that? I was talking to, what do you call it, to the Sankofa Square, a very big stage in Toronto, and that might be the next adventure with developing what do you call it, music festivals. And they were just telling me about the rental, whatever, and the fact that if we partner with a not-for-profit, might be able to do it faster. And then I said, you know what? What about partnering? And she says, well, why? Okay. I said, well, queer artists really need opportunities. Imagine creating this fantastic festival in the square, and she's like, you think it'll be a draw? It's like, oh, it's going to be an amazing draw. And then I got on the phone. She says, you know what? Let's look at partner. Maybe we'll test the water with an evening this year, and then look at partnership for next year, because the city now is fully committed to the partners for this year. So I got off the phone and called my partner Sherry at the Q Musical. I said, do you know what my superpower is? Selling things to people. Getting them on board with my vision. And I do know that I get so excited about things that, and excitement is contagious. When you believe in something, it's contagious. You can totally get people to see your vision. I founded a magazine when I was working for the ex-publisher, and she said, well, we don't have a budget for a magazine. You're gonna have to go out and sell it and write it and do all of that sort of stuff. So I knocked on every door, every business in Toronto, and what I heard again and again is, oh my God, just go away. It sounds like you're selling your first child. I will buy an ad from you. Just shut up.
Well, listen, you have no shortage of ideas, no shortage of energy. And every time that we talk, there's always something new that comes up, and it's exciting and invigorates me. So thank you for that. But thank you for joining me on here and telling us about this. And I just can't imagine people not rallying behind you when the albums come out and all of the stuff that you're doing on the ground starts to kind of like unfold.
Stop tears now. Thank you. I appreciate it. And you know what? It's a commonality. We rally together. So I hope that what it does, the album and the music, whatever, is just to create more community, more relationships, more of us artists and people and community working together. And that's ultimately the big goal, is creating a world where we dance together. We are dancing together.
We're going to do it. And you know what we're going to do? We're going to listen to that song right now. Thank you so much for joining me, Antoine.
It's always lovely talking to you. You're a bright light yourself. And what you do for artists, and I tell you that every time we talk, is beyond amazing and has inspired me to see somebody who is putting so much of their life and soul. And this is why I say there's beautiful people doing great work. So look for those beautiful people, work with them, work together. Let's create a better world. So yeah, cheers.
We are in the time of the future, a new luminous future. Once we learned our lessons, our whole world changed. This is the world we are living in, a world of love. We dance together.
Yeah. Yeah. In our new world, we got peace of mind. No chasing paper, no greed, no crime. And no one's without our hearts in the right place. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Boy, I can see it, all the colors of our skin. Witness this beauty, everybody is okay. And I'm loving this world that we all be living in.
We are dancing together.
The sun shines bright.
We are dancing together.
We're both of love and light.
And here we're dancing
uniting, nations uniting. We all be working for the glory of our human race, and no one's without our hearts in the right place.
People here shine, they thrive, they create. Where love is love, we all in no debate. And I'm loving this world that we all be living in.
We are dancing together
Where the sun shines bright,
we are dancing together.
we're lighting up the
Yeah,
night
we're dancing together
till the end
of time. Dancing together, dancing together, dancing together, dancing together.
What a wonderful, such a wonderful world.
What a wonderful, beautiful, what a wonderful world. It's wonderful,
Beautiful.
bountiful,
What a wonderful world. We are dancing together where the sun shines bright.
Yeah, we're dancing together, we're worlds of love and light.
And
Yeah,
here
we're
we're
dancing
dancing
together
together
till the end of time.